Greetings. In the last video, trout fishing and checking and putting out trail cameras, I showed what I found on trail camera number 1. Now I'm going to show you what I found on trail camera number 2. Both cameras were set up in a backwater of Indian River, an area where the river used to run, and it's kind of a unique place because every time that the river floods, it washes nutrients and sand, salmon eggs, and pieces of dead salmon or anything else around, and kind of backs up in this old riverbed. So it's a pretty good place to put a camera for bears, deer, bald eagles, river otter, all kinds of different critters visit this back eddy. This old river bed is located about a third mile from my house. It's a pretty good jaunt for me. I call walking a third mile an expedition. Anyway, it's in an area that is still outside of the hunting area, so you can't hunt in the area. And it's also an area that doesn't seem to ever get visited by people. I think only 2 times I caught a person in the area on the trail cam all summer. Anyway, it's a pretty good jaunt up the river for me. It's not easy. Notice I'm taking the bear spray with me, and I always go in the middle of the day, so I have a less likely chance of running into a surprise. So let's go check out my trail camera and see what I found. After I placed the camera, a couple days later, well, it started to flood. So this is a good example of the area. As the floodwaters come in, it washes all kinds of parts of salmon, but also it brings in, it must be hundreds of millions of salmon eggs. I mean, the sand and the grass around here is just covered with salmon eggs, and mostly pink salmon. So here we got ravens feeding on them, and like I said, it attracts a lot of animals. That little bare sandy spot in the middle there is where a bear had once been laying down and maybe sleeping. I don't know. But look at all those ravens and crows, and everybody's feeding on salmon eggs. The high water also brings in layers of sand. Some of the sand in places I looked was about 3 feet deep. Well, here's the trail cam. And by gosh, we got a bear wandering around out here. Looks like a pretty sleek, nice looking bear too. Not a real big one. But he's looking for whatever he can find in these back eddies and old riverbeds. I believe this is the same bear a little bit later. Checking out looking for some morsels. Notice he starts to claw with his front claw, and what he's doing is he's looking for those salmon eggs. I think they may still be a little bit sticky because every once in a while it looks like he's picking them up with his tongue. Well, they sure like those eggs. Mostly pink salmon eggs. There's a few chump salmon and king salmon in the river, so I didn't see any big king salmon eggs. So, boy, look at him. Look around for him. Oh, he's just sucking them right up. Actually, I think he's licking them up with his tongue. I think they're sticky enough that he can just put his tongue down, they'll kind of stick to it. They must be really, well, I've had caviar once. I really don't care a whole lot for it, but these bears, boy, they sure like these salmon eggs. Just look at him. Yeah, he's digging around through that light sand and pieces of little sticks and leaves and whatever got washed down. Looks like he's got some debris or fir needles or something on his back. He's probably been laying down all day somewhere sleeping. There's just so much food for him between the eating the fish, and now that the fish run's about over, they're working on the salmon eggs, or maybe finding parts of old dead salmon around. Most of the salmon have been washed out of the river. Yeah, you can. He's finding eggs all over the place. I guess it's a he. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't see any private parts swinging in the back, so it might be a female. Yeah, it might be a female. Something spooked it. I don't know if this is the same bear. Another one coming back. I've identified about 7-8 different bears now in the area. I don't recognize this one. But I don't know how far these bears travel or how far their range is. It's October, and pretty soon they're going to start feeding on skunk cabbage roots and other vegetables. Now this one's a different bear here. I can tell that by his head. Yeah. Oops, something scared that one. Now there's a very, very large bear in the area. I've measured his tracks. It's 7.5 inches across the front paw. And I've got video of that in some of the past videos of that bear. But when I came out to pick up this bear cam and I was checking the tracks, I did not see that big bear's tracks. Most of these were smaller bear, from some of them maybe 4 inches across the front paw, and some of them maybe up to 5 or 6. So they're all leery of that big boy when he comes by. He kind of runs everybody off. Yep, he's almost laying down. She or he. Almost laying down, sucking up those eggs. Well, they really like him. He looks cute, almost like somebody's dog. And let's see what he's going to do here, or she. It still looks like it might be a she. Earlier I had a video of one of my cameras. Yeah, I think that's a she there. Anyway, earlier I had a camera. Oh, here's what they're after. Along the riverbank are places where all the debris, and in the debris are all these salmon eggs that washed down during the high water. Not too many of them here, but in places like where I put my camera, there's just millions of them. Oh, look, we got got a deer coming through. 6 in the morning. Oh, got another deer coming. Upper right. So this was on September 16th at 6:19 in the morning. I don't see any more. I've noticed in this area there's about 3 of them running together. Oh, here's a big old boy here. Or I should say that's a big female, I think. He's got looks like a smaller cub. Yeah, that's about a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old cub, I would think. I don't know a whole lot about these bears, but you can tell by the screen that it's pouring down rain. Adds the ambience to the video, huh? Yeah, here comes the cub again. Now, this is one of the smaller bears. Oh, look at him dig down in there. digging through that debris looking for those eggs. I think by now there's been so many bears visiting this area, they may have most of those bears or those salmon eggs all licked up. He's finding a few though. During the month of August and September, almost all the bears were nocturnal. I think only one time I got a bear that was even partially daylight. So many people wandering around on the Indian River Trail that these bears like to be left alone. Yeah, there goes. Oh, here comes my brother. They're about the same size, aren't they? Oh, that's it. Shake your butt a little bit. There's another bear coming by. A little bigger one in the distance. Oh, okay. Left-hand side center picture. There he goes. Even my little owl showed up for the. I don't know if he's after the eggs or maybe he's after mice or something that were coming for the eggs. Other little critters. But this little owl, it shows up every once in a while in my videos. And he's kind of cute little thing. I wish I could get a close-up of him, but I can't. Yeah, he's pretty cute, that little owl. He's fun to watch. During the day, the birds come back. This time it's a flock of seagulls. I'm going to put some links of some previous videos. The one explaining the eggs in this area. And the last video I did with the picking up camera number 1. Things are starting to change. The bears are starting to spread back up into the hills for a while and hunt deer and dig up whatever else they dig up. They eventually dig up skunk cabbage, roots. Here I'm putting out a camera in this area. There's lots of trails and I want to keep an eye out for the upcoming deer rut. So the Sitka black-tailed deer, they're going to be coming out and doing scrapes and marking up trees and so forth. So I'm getting ready for that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of fun making it. And well, there'll be plenty more coming. Just check out my web or YouTube channel, always free. So I'll catch you later.